What's up, guys, and welcome back to Average Sakes.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello.
Got that second part for you today.
Yep,
The
mock
mock
draft
draft.
part
Yeah.
2. 1 through 16 was already posted.
Hopefully you guys watched,
17 through
liked it
32 coming at you.
live and direct.
Live and direct. I
Raiders
don't know.
are officially on the clock.
Dun,
Alright.
dun, dun.
Wow.
Where you guys going? I'm going Micah Parsons. All these offensive tackles are getting taken early, and I think they're just going to go linebacker. But that's just my idea. They
Yeah, you
have,
still had Micah Parsons on your board.
yeah, I did. You took them early, like 15 or something like that.
11, I'm pretty sure, to the
11.
Giants.
Yeah. He'll be a nice compliment to Corey Littleton.
For the Raiders, I'm going Quiddy Payne, Michigan, edge
Okay.
rusher.
Nice.
I don't like this Raiders defense. I think it lost them a lot of games. The Raiders could go a lot of different ways here. Like you said, linebacker if Micah Parsons is there. They could
Yeah.
go corner, O line. Uh, there's a lot of needs on that team, I believe. So, any pick, I think. The best player on the board, hopefully, is who the
Yeah.
Raiders choose here.
Yeah. And I think the Raiders get a little jumpy with they see a lot of offensive tackles coming off the board. And I think
Yeah.
they're going Elijah Vera Tucker from USC. I just think John Gruden is a total offensive dude, really doesn't care about defense at all. Literally wants to score the rock as good as he can. So he's trying to revamp that O line, get them all squared away, and I think they go O line first pick.
Not mad. Got to secure the bag.
Not mad. Next pick, we got Dolphins showing up
Dolphins.
again.
So here, Dolphins just lost Kyle Van Noy, so they're in need of a edge rusher, and this is where I have them taking Quiddy Pay because he falls on my board to the Dolphins right here.
Kawhi Pay fell early for me, so I'm going Aziz Ajulari from Georgia.
Yeah, we're all on the same type of page here. I'm going Jalen Phillips, Miami edge. I just think this is a perfect spot for the Dolphins to secure defense. Um,
Yeah, I mean their defense is so young and so talented right now.
Oh yeah.
So if they get someone else that's young and talented to fit in with this team,
to
could
go attack the quarterback,
yeah, like
Yeah.
could be scary.
it could be scary. I could also see them taking offensive lineman here if one of the top tackles fall a bit, which I don't really see happening, but there's always a chance that a tackle falls there. And I think this Dolphins team really needs offensive line. If they don't take um, Panay early, or I don't know, I think they need offensive line. So I almost went offensive line there, but a good defensive end showed up.
Not mad.
Next pick,
We got the
Washington
Washington football team.
football team. Let's hear it. I got a sneaky one for you.
Is that
Who?
right?
Well, there's one quarterback left on my board.
Same.
Who is it?
Trey
North
Lance.
Dakota State. Yeah, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance is still on, I think, all of our boards. I think we messed up because I really think the Patriots could have are going to take him. And when I was editing, I was like, I talked about a little bit of him going there, but I really think now more that I'm getting closer to the draft that if there's a quarterback there, they're going to take him. But since he's still on my board right now, Washington needs a quarterback. I don't even know who they're throwing out there at quarterback right now.
Yeah, Alex Smith retired.
That boy who had
Trey
Frank.
Heineke.
Yeah, that man.
I thought they
That
had
man could
one more.
play.
They acquired one more. Oh, it was Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
Fitzmagic's out there.
yeah,
Hmm.
But
he's
I really
backup.
think Fitzmagic could teach Trey Lance some knowledge, and I don't know. I think that's a good pick there. They made playoffs last year, so that's where I'm going.
Not mad. Trey Lance, I picked him going to the Patriots. So I'm going outside line or inside linebacker Jock Jeremiah Owusu to get the attention off Chase Young, dude. He's the only real threat on their defense, and they need somebody else to beef it up.
I still have Trey Lance on the board, but he's not getting picked by the Washington football team. I got Zavin Collins out of Tulsa. He's like a linebacker, strong safety type of dude. I think he fits great with his Washington team, and if he can fall to them at 19, pretty good spot right there.
All right. Next up,
Number 20, we got the Chicago Bears.
the Andy Dalton led Chicago Bears.
And I mean, I can shock you right here and say the Bears have a track record of drafting shitty quarterbacks. They they could just stay on that and get Trey Lance here on my board. That makes a lot of sense to me. But they also just lost Kyle Fuller, need cornerback bad, and Greg Newsome is sitting right there. I mean, I think Greg Newsome has a little more upside than Trey Lance, but I'm gonna stick with the Chicago Bears that I know, and I'm gonna go Trey Lance right here.
That's not a bad pick if he's still on your board at that time, that late. Rome, do you know who you're feeling?
I think they traded for Andy Dalton for a reason, so they're sticking with them, and they're going to protect him with Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. He's a mean, nasty guard, and I think they need somebody on their team with some tenacity, some edge.
Um, for the Bears, I think one of their biggest problems was scoring, and they went out and they told Andy Dalton that this is his team this year, which I don't like. And knowing that there's not really any top quarterbacks left on my board that are worth a first round pick, I'm going to go their second biggest need, and I think that's wide receiver. They have one good receiver, and that's it. In this draft, there's not many good receivers. There's good offensive linemen deep in this draft. There's good cornerbacks deep in this draft. Um, and wide receivers not deep. I'm giving them Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. He's a good wide receiver to pair with Allen Robinson to give Andy Dalton another wide receiver out there who's still on my board. And I think that matches up perfectly. Helps their offense out.
Perfect pick.
Next pick is
Next,
Colts,
Colt.
Indianapolis.
So for some reason, I still have Jalen Phillips on my board. He's fallen a little bit, but I think the Colts snag him right here, just to get a little bit of pressure off of. Oh, I forgot his name. Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard.
Yeah, and if they can get a little bit more firepower, just like him, that defense can be even more tougher than it already is. Like right now, they were pretty good to start. Like for the first 8 weeks, they were top defense, and then lose a quarterback, tough.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going Kwity Paye the end. They need some help on that O line. Darius Leonard and DeForest Buckner, the O line, D line. They need some help. And the couple players, Danicky Autry went to Tennessee, and Justin Houston's a free agent. So I think this is a great ad.
Yeah, for the Colts, I'm feeling defense too. Buff up this defense a little bit more than it even is. Um, and I'm gonna go Aziz Ojulari, Georgia edge rusher, still on my board. Feel pretty good about that pick, helping out that defense. That Colts team might be good. It's all up to Carson. How Carson
Oh,
plays out. So yeah, we'll see. Titans on the clock.
Titans. And so for my pick, this just makes too much sense for me. Corey Davis departs. Johnny Smith leaves. They need another wide receiver to fill in the little void. And who other than Elijah Moore, roommates with AJ Brown at Ole Miss? I think that just makes too much sense for the Titans to just run with this Ole Miss train because they've had some stud wide receivers come out of there the last 5 years. Something's in the water over there. I stick with it. Elijah Moore to the
Yeah, I'm
Titans.
right there with you. You stole the pick right out of my mouth. I had Elijah Moore right here on my chart too.
It just makes too much sense, honestly.
Yeah, they need some help on the offense. Dude can't score
I really like that pick, and I um
without the
would
running back.
go. I would go for that, but I'm gonna change it up just to give the inside view on a different pick for them. Greg Newsome's still on my board, and I know that this defense was a big problem for this team late in games, and the cornerback that they traded for with the Chargers, Desmond King's a free agent still. They didn't bring him back yet, so I think Greg Newsome, corner Northwestern, still was on my board. Fits perfect right here. Um, Big physical corner, help this defense out. And I know that the pick you said, the Ole Miss wide receiver, is probably honestly a lock. But if they go another route, I feel if he's still on the board, that's a pretty good pick for them.
Yeah,
Nah,
especially
their
since
defense is trash.
wide receivers are pretty scarce in this draft.
Up next, we got the New York Jets.
Jets second time around.
I think they go offensive lineman here to protect their new quarterback they just drafted in the first at bat. Elijah Vera Tucker from USC. I think he's a good plug and play inside the line, and will do good for them.
I had Elijah going way earlier. I felt he's a pretty good tackle.
He's a good tackle. Yeah.
I had him all the way up at the Pats. But Jets Jets offense has been such a problem. And with this quarterback, I think a best friend would be perfect for him. And I think you line them up next to the best running back and take the
Travis
first one
Etienne.
off the board. I got Najee Harris,
Oh.
Alabama running back, best running back off the board, fits with this
God.
Jets team. New coach wants a new atmosphere, and we're gonna bring in rookie quarterback, rookie running back, pair them up, let them take this offense into their hands and go crazy.
I feel bad if the Jets take Najee, honestly. Just he's not a good system fit for them at all. I mean, they're getting the quarterback from BYU, Zach Wilson. He needs someone who's played against some good competition as at the running back. And who other than Travis
And
Etienne?
what kind of take was that, bro? That's a yellow card,
What?
dog.
That's a
That's
yellow
a
card.
terrible take.
Not Najee don't have competition. He's just so good. He's too good. He was at Alabama. No competition there. They run rule everyone. Literally 70-0 everyone.
Oh, and Clemson doesn't.
Clemson doesn't know.
Okay, dude. National champion. They
He had
don't.
to
They
make
didn't.
something up because our
Yeah,
next
because
pick
he's
is where he
pissed
wants to
that I
go.
just said that. You can't draft.
Yeah.
No,
You can't fill out
no,
this draft,
stop.
this mock draft backwards. I have to. I'm giving the Jets the best running back off the board. That's Najee Harris. He showed it
Najee Harris
on the.
doesn't fit to anything they want to do. Literally nothing.
He's the best running back on the board. How do you know? They have a whole brand new system. How do you know that's what they want to fit? It's a brand new whole coaching staff. This is a whole brand new system. You don't know that. You're
I
making
do.
stuff up.
I do know
No,
that.
you don't know he doesn't fit that system.
Yes.
That's a defensive minded head coach that's out there.
Well,
I'm giving him the
what
best
team
running
was he
back
on? What team
on
was he on
the
before?
court. That doesn't matter. He didn't have
Whole
say
new
so.
team. Whole new team.
The 49ers head coach is also the offensive coordinator. You think he's going to listen to a peep of what the defensive coordinator says?
I
No,
think I
those
think
guys
he.
usually hate each other. Football
Oh, do
coaches,
they?
offensive coordinators, and defensive coordinators butt heads
All
all
the
day long.
time.
All day long.
That sucks because he went to a Super Bowl with that offense. He literally saw firsthand an offense that clicked and went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they
I
had
think
good
he's gonna
running
emulate
backs.
that. He's
And
gonna
they had good
emulate.
running backs.
They had two receiving running backs. They have like five running backs. Etany is way more elusive than Najee is, and he's way more quicker and he way more fits exactly what the Jets do, and that's two-step drop dump to the running backs. That's all they've been doing the last 4 years. So they're gonna
Najee Harris could do the exact same thing.
Yeah, Najee, I'm pretty
not
sure
in New
he does the
York
same
though.
thing.
Not
You're
in New
just
York.
mad because he definitely probably fits the Steelers system better, but honestly, I see the Steelers taking offensive linemen.
Don't have a running back. Need a running back. Najee fits perfect.
You're gonna have to trade up and get him.
No,
Jump a couple spots.
Jump a couple
don't
spots.
matter. He's gonna fall right to us. The Jets are dumb.
Well,
DUMB dumb.
you're hoping because I got him taking him right before the pick
That's
before.
that's why you're not the GM though.
Oh, you gotta be quicker than that.
Well,
All right,
lead
Steelers.
it off
We're,
then,
obviously, we're
Shane.
taking it. Let's hear it, Shitty.
Let's hear
Steelers.
your take.
Last pod, you said the beanie's back, and I don't see the beanie.
Yeah, what happened to that?
That's only for when we go 11-0 and then shit the bed the rest of the year. So, Steelers lose James Conner to the Cardinals this offseason. Tough, sad to see him go. There's a big hole at running back position, and who other than Najee Harris to fill that role? Big Ben probably last year of being competitive, and how hype are you getting someone who has fresh legs, ready to be in the NFL, wants to be there, in Najee Harris, and just to add on to that, he's literally a beast, a beast. He's like Derrick Henry 2.0, probably gonna be better because he's in a good system like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's gonna look good in New York Jet green.
No,
I'm giving him Travis Etienne. I just think this fits because they lost out on Najee pick
They lost out
before.
on Najee.
I mean, I feel so bad. If they had the pick in front, they'd get him. So the Steelers might have to hop, skip, and a jump, reach over him a little bit. But either or, both of these teams could go offensive lineman. Both of them could go running back. I'm giving him Travis. It's a good fit. He's a good running back. You guys, Steelers need offensive linemen. I would not be surprised. I still have Tevin on my board here anyway.
yeah, he's on my board too, but who makes all the plays? The running backs, baby.
I mean, you got to block for him.
We got guys who can block, veterans.
You
I'm
cut him.
taking Najee also.
No. They came back from less money. That's because we're faithful.
Which
we're
one?
faithful in Pittsburgh.
To who?
Villanueva?
No, he's a free agent still.
Free agent.
He just visited with Chiefs. I mean,
Okay.
Ravens, not Chiefs. Ravens.
Well, one of them we literally cut and then re-signed for less money. Because Pouncey retired.
Pouncey
That
retired.
guy left.
One guy signed with Chargers.
Yep, and one guy cut him, and we brought him back. I think it's. Oh, fuck.
So we're minus 3.
Yeah, but why waste a first-round pick on an offensive lineman when you said this offensive line is so deep?
Because your second round pick is far.
The Steelers
Very far.
The Steelers make a living off mid-round picks, though. Like the Steelers know what they're doing when it comes to mid-round, so I trust them I trust them on that.
I agree. I'm saying I got him taking Travis Etienne. And that's the best running back on my board still.
Yeah, I give him Najee. I give him Najee.
Jags, second time around.
Well,
Second time around.
I got them taking a safety, Trevon Moehrig, out of TCU. Go
Really?
offense early, defense late. Get Coach Urban a nice little 1-2 punch.
I'm greedy with the defense, dude. I'm going Christian Barmore from Alabama. He adds a
Good pick.
great pass rush and 8 sacks in 2020. Best defensive tackle in my opinion in this draft.
I think they go offensive tackle because they just drafted the literally wonder of the decade, Trevor Lawrence. He's supposed to be all that and some, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good
So
pick.
I think they go Christian Dershaw from Virginia Tech
Oh,
to
you still have
hold down.
Dershaw on your
There's I went with.
board?
Yeah, to hold down that left tackle position for T.
Oh
Law and the
wow,
Jacksonville Jaguars.
wow, wow.
Wowzers.
That's a
Yeah,
he's fallen on your board.
just all the way down to Jacksonville, baby.
That's crazy. Yeah, if he, wow, if he was on my board for the Steelers, that's a no-brainer. Um, yeah, next pick for the Browns. How we feeling?
The old Cleveland Browns.
I'm leaning towards defense,
Me also.
but I have a linebacker who's fallen in my board because not too many guys need inside linebackers. Jeremiah Owosu Korma.
Jock.
I don't know how to say his name. Sorry
That's
if
his
I
nickname, Jock.
Cormoa,
Ja
Cormoa.
Kormoa
No, Jock.
Jock.
Mhm.
Well, Notre Dame linebacker. He
That's what
fell
you'll
on my
pick.
board a little bit. I just felt that he was right around. I wanted to put him to almost every team, but I just felt like there were better fits, and so I'm gonna give Browns linebacker that will be a solid pickup for this defense. But I would not be surprised if he goes way earlier than this because there's a lot of edge guys that I picked early that teams might go inside linebacker. So going Jock to the Browns.
I'm gonna stay on the linebacker wave, and I'm gonna go Joe Tryon from Washington. I think if you can get elite pass rushers, especially like Miles Garrett, and especially signing
Davion Clowney.
Crowder, Clowney, yeah. If you can get out of third, that just makes it even tougher for the offensive line. Like that makes their jobs even harder. So I think they go Joe Tryon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think health concerns are there with Jadeveon Clowney and Miles Garrett. So they sign another DN, Jalen Phillips from Miami. Great edge rusher.
Okay.
All right. Next pick, we got the Ravens. First of the first round. They also have one a little bit later.
Yeah, I think they go pass rusher right here, linebacker. They seem to need help, and they're gonna go Jason Owa from Penn State.
No, they're going safety, Trevon Moehrig from TCU. They haven't had a safety since Ed Reed, and they need to beef up that secondary for sure.
Not mad. I got them taking offense lineman. Just traded away um, Orlando Brown. I got them taking Tevin Jenkins. He's still on my board. I think he was the last like big named offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Fell pretty deep into my draft. He could go higher. There's a lot of guys writing him in to the Steelers. I saw a lot of guys writing him a little bit early, but I'm gonna give him the Ravens. I think they need to beef up that O line since they lost a key piece. I know they were trying some free agents out, but go ahead, draft you one first
That
round.
makes
You got another pick later.
that's one of those that just makes too much sense. They just trading Orlando Brown, getting multiple draft picks.
And younger, cheaper.
Yeah, so I mean, if they don't go O line here, they're gonna go O line at the
31st
31st
pick.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have them going pass rusher first, so I'll make sure they get an O lineman second.
All right. Green
But
Bay,
no New
Wisconsin.
Orleans.
No, New
Oh.
Orleans Saints, number 28, buddy.
Oh,
Number
shit.
New Orleans Saints, and for some reason I don't know why Greg Newsom's on my board still. and this is one of those no-brainers. Saints need corner help bad,
Facts,
and
facts.
Greg Newsome is probably top 2 corner in this draft. And if he falls to 28, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's not on my board anymore.
Yeah, not me. For me either.
I do have them going corner though. Tyson Campbell, Georgia. Like you said, it's their biggest need, and they got to take what they got to take. They're this deep in the first round. If they want someone better, they got to move up. Yeah, Tyson Campbell, Georgia.
Yeah, I agree with you guys
Tyson
for
Campbell,
sure. They
Georgia.
definitely need a cornerback, but no good cornerbacks are left in my draft. So I'm going Jamin Davis, linebacker from Kentucky, to pro up with Demario Davis.
Fire.
Now we got Green Bay.
Now the Green Bay Packers.
We got Green Bay.
The Green Bay Packers.
Roman, this guy left your board a little bit earlier, but Christian Baremore, D lineman, Bama. Um, D linemen come around in bunches. Usually, a lot of good D linemen show up late in drafts. Are pieces that they find, diamonds in the rough, per se. But I think this guy's a stud. Late first round pick is exactly where he's graded. He's very good. Bama has a lot of good football players, and he's one of them. Big boy. Green Bay got torched on the ground multiple times by Dalvin Cook last year for 6 touchdowns, something, a couple games. So I really think that D lineman is stuff right in the middle of right in the trenches will
Right in the
salt that defense
trenches.
out.
Yeah. Um I want the Packers to take a wide receiver here, but only if Elijah Moore falls. And if since Elijah Moore didn't fall on my board, and the Packers haven't took a wide receiver in the first round in 17 years.
20 years, dude. Why are you taking all my stuff?
I gotta be quicker than that.
God dang it, dude. Yep, the Packers are about to end their 20-year drought of first round wide receiver, and they're about to pick Rashad Bateman from Minnesota.
Oh, well,
Yes,
I
sir.
have Tevin Jenkins still on the board, and I think the Packers go O line to protect Aaron from not getting hit so much more.
Not a bad pick.
Not a terrible pick. Not a terrible pick.
Number 30.
Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia. They're a team like the Saints too. They need some corner help. And on my board, it's literally between Tyson Campbell and Asante Samuel. Um, I just saw Sean McDermott was the defensive coordinator for Asante Samuel Sr. when he had his league leading 16 interceptions. So I think they might go Asante Samuel just because of the family ties there, but expect a corner for sure. I think Buffalo goes corner, 100p.
I
That's
think
not a bad pick. I had them taking a linebacker, but you honestly talked me into Asante Samuel. I like the family ties and coaches pulling for guys they like, and so you sold me on that. I thought he was an early second round guy, but for them being so late in the draft, you just gotta take him where you get
Pray.
him. And I think he'll still be there as there's a lot of corners early. But yeah, I'll give them Asante Samuel Jr. That's a good pick.
the Bills are in a running back drought, bro. They got nobodies in their backfield, so I think they go Travis Etienne. He fell kind of far for me, and I think if he falls in the regular draft, that the Bills pick him up for sure.
I feel like drafting O lineman is like the safest bet for drafting.
Anything.
I don't think so. It's hard to get good offensive linemen.
I know, but it seems like everybody needs them. Like all these 17 through 32 teams seems like O linemen are just
Well, I
gone.
mean, honestly, you could plug an offensive lineman to any team, but
Yeah.
what I'm picturing is is that team built around enough to where they could grab offense linemen, or should they attack their skill positions more?
Everybody can
Well,
build up their O line
Yeah, I
though.
think I
O
like.
line is the
Yeah,
centerpiece of any team.
I agree.
Yeah,
You have to have a good O lineman to win.
to win exactly.
yeah, but I mean, 17 to 32, those are the playoff teams, like pretty close. So just seeing them go grabbing all these like teams, the strategy wise, why are these guys 17 to 32 and why are they not 1 through 16? Just the safe pick O linemen, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Consistently, and we're gonna stick with the O lineman talk with the Baltimore Ravens going 31. Oh wait, did you go, Roman?
Yeah, I already went.
All right, cool. Yep, 31 Baltimore Ravens. We said it earlier. They just traded Orlando Brown to the Chiefs. I have them taking Liam Exenberg from Notre Dame, pairing up with Ronnie Stanley from Notre Dame as well. Those are just going to be Notre Dame tackles for Lamar, who doesn't really need tackles, honestly.
Runs with no pressure on him.
Yeah, as a running
I
back playing quarterback.
I gave them offense lineman earlier, so I'm gonna give them Kadarius Toney, wide receiver, Florida Gator. Um, got the Miami
Nice.
connection, got the Kodak vibes.
Kodak vibes.
Yeah, him wearing the Gator stuff and also being close friends with
From Broward
Lamar.
County.
Yeah, I think that they could use wide receivers. I mean, I think that's what Lamar needs is a good wide receiver. If they could move up, maybe they have 2 picks, move up, go get a better wide receiver. I mean, that would be sick.
Yep.
Send your
That's
two
what I'm
picks and
going
go
to.
spend it on a big wide receiver. I mean, I don't know.
Julio? Question mark?
Julio, I mean, I would
Julio,
do it.
maybe. That's a great pick, actually.
That's a
Great
great
trade.
trade,
Yeah.
honestly. I would give them the
They're not
two
smart enough
first
for that.
picks for
No.
Julio. I would so do it.
I would give him way more. I would give him my whole 1 through
Well,
7
he has a
round
lot
draft
of
pick.
money tied to him, so I would give him those 2 picks tomorrow night and say, Falcons, here you go. There's 3 picks. And then Falcons go, you know what? Justin Fields with 4. That would be crazy. That's how they restart the franchise like that.
They're not
I'm just
smart enough to
saying
do that. They're
that
not smart enough.
that's just a little dream
Insight.
situation. A little dream situation for me.
I'm going wide receiver also. I'm going Terrence Marshall Jr. from LSU. Pair up with Hollywood Brown Nice. He got 23 touchdowns in 19 games last year. It's pretty good. Hopefully Lamar will throw to him instead of running.
Psych.
And last but not least, the old Super Bowl dubbers.
Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
What other to do with your team when you win the Super
Listen,
Bowl than beef up your O line, buddy?
or
Say it.
re-sign every single one of your players.
Every single one.
Yeah, they
They
did.
didn't lose nothing.
I'm throwing them
Exactly.
offensive lineman too, Roman. That's why I
Exactly.
wore the Texas jersey.
I ain't going
32.
Texas though. I'm going Joe Tryon from Washington.
No, sir. We're going Sam Kosmi, and we're
Maybe
running with
Joseph
it.
Osai from Texas. Not a bad pick also.
Jim, Joe Tryon is a defensive player.
Oh yeah. Outside linebacker. Fuck, I was thinking offensive lineman. Damn.
You fumbled
All right,
the
I'm
30
going
second
Joseph
pick.
Osai from Texas. O lineman.
All right. Well, we got Texas in the house. I think
Nice, nice.
Sam Kosmi is better. Kosmi, I can't remember how you pronounce it, but yeah, Texas in the house for the 32nd pick. Giving them some offensive linemen. Beef up, protect Brady at all costs. That's the mission. Protect Brady at all costs.
At all costs.
All costs. Well, I'm going opposite you guys. Defense, because defense wins championships. And they are scarce at the corner position. They've had trouble. So I think they grab Tyson Campbell here. I think he slips to them and they get a good SEC physical corner, and especially in that division that's loaded at wide receivers.
You
help
had
them
a
out.
lot of good guys slipping, man. I
Yeah,
feel
for real.
I don't know.
That's just how that's how the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of cookie
I feel like
crumbles.
my picks got taken early. All right.
Well,
Well,
that's the average takes mock draft for you.
Thursday, 5 o'clock draft starts. If this
Tune
is up
in.
by then, watch it. I mean, the draft is a long process. You could squeeze this video in with probably
Yep.
4 picks of the
Eh,
first round. So,
Probably 2.
yeah, maybe even 2, maybe even the pre-draft show. So, like,
Watch
subscribe.
ours.
Average Takes. Shop Average Takes is only up for another week or
Another week or
2.
two. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
2
getting close.
might
Better
extend
get your
it.
stuff
Close.
Might
quick.
extend it for the funnies.
Might not. Might close it early.
We don't know.
Who
All
knows?
right. Nothing wrong with being
Nothing wrong.
average.
Yes, sir. Like and subscribe.
Steelers aren't getting Najee. Sorry, Shinny.